Have you ever found yourself eagerly awaiting payday, only to wonder where all your money went just a few days later? It's a frustrating experience that many of us know all too well. The truth is, earning money is only part of the equation when it comes to financial success. What truly matters is how you manage that money once it's in your hands. In today's video, we're going to explore the 8 most important things you shouldn't do after getting paid. These common mistakes can easily derail your financial goals if you're not careful. But don't worry. Along with these potential pitfalls, we'll also share advice from financial experts and real-life examples to help you avoid these traps and set yourself up for long-term success. So, if you're committed to taking control of your finances and ensuring that your hard-earned money works for you, not against you, you're in the right place. And remember, if you find value in today's content, please give us a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more financial wisdom and tips. Let's get started on this journey to financial freedom together. Number 1. Impulse buying. Impulse buying is a financial pitfall that many people fall into, especially after receiving a paycheck. The excitement of having money in your account can create a sense of abundance, leading you to make purchases that weren't part of your plan. While it might seem harmless at the moment, these unplanned expenses can quickly add up, draining your resources and leaving you short when it comes time to pay for essentials. Financial expert Dave Ramsey often advises, if you want to win with money, you have to control the person in the mirror. This means recognizing the emotional triggers that lead to impulse buying and finding ways to counteract them. One effective strategy is to implement a 24-hour rule. Before making any non-essential purchase, wait 24 hours. This cooling-off period helps you determine whether the purchase is a want or a need. A real-life example of the dangers of impulse buying is the story of Sarah, a young professional who loved online shopping. Each payday, she would splurge on clothes, gadgets, and dining out. By the end of the month, she was always short on cash and had to dip into her savings to cover basic expenses. Over time, this habit eroded her financial stability. Once she realized the pattern, Sarah started budgeting more strictly and implemented the 24-hour rule, which helped her regain control over her spending. Impulse buying can lead to financial stress and regret. By practicing self-control and prioritizing your long-term goals over immediate gratification, you can avoid this common pitfall and build a stronger financial future. Number 2. Ignoring bills. Ignoring bills is one of the quickest ways to derail your financial stability. When bills are left unpaid, they accumulate interest and late fees, which can quickly spiral out of control. Additionally, unpaid bills can damage your credit score, making it more difficult and expensive to obtain loans, credit cards, or even rent an apartment in the future. Financial expert Suze Orman emphasizes the importance of paying bills on time as a foundational aspect of financial responsibility. She says your credit report and your credit score are 2 of the most important things in your financial life. Pay your bills on time to avoid damage to your credit score. A practical example of this is the story of Mark, a small business owner. When his business faced a rough patch, Mark decided to prioritize other expenses over his credit card payments, thinking he could catch up later. However, as months passed, the interest accumulated and late fees piled up. What started as a manageable debt quickly became overwhelming, and his credit score plummeted. It took years of diligent payment and financial discipline to rebuild his credit and restore his financial standing. To avoid the consequences of ignoring bills, set up automatic payments or reminders to ensure that your obligations are met on time. By staying on top of your bills, you protect your credit score, avoid unnecessary fees, and maintain financial peace of mind. Number 3. Not saving. Saving is a fundamental principle of sound financial management. Yet, many people prioritize spending over saving, leaving them vulnerable to unexpected expenses and future financial instability. Not saving means you're living paycheck to paycheck with little to no cushion to fall back on in case of emergencies. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors of all time, offers simple but profound advice. Do not save what is left after spending. Instead, spend what is left after saving. This means making savings a priority, not an afterthought. By paying yourself first, setting aside a portion of your income for savings before addressing other expenses, you ensure that you're building a financial safety net. Consider the case of Jessica, who lived comfortably but didn't prioritize saving. When she unexpectedly lost her job, she quickly ran out of money and had to rely on credit cards to cover her living expenses. The resulting debt was overwhelming, and it took her years to pay it off. Had she saved consistently, Jessica would have had the financial cushion needed to navigate this difficult period without incurring significant debt. Saving is not just about preparing for emergencies, it's also about creating opportunities for future growth, such as investing, purchasing a home, or starting a business. By consistently setting aside money, you build financial security and give yourself the freedom to pursue your dreams without the constant worry of financial instability. Number 4. Skipping budgeting. Budgeting is like creating a financial roadmap. Without it, it's easy to lose direction and end up wondering where all your money went. A budget helps you allocate your funds toward your goals, ensuring that your spending aligns with your priorities. Without a budget, you risk overspending on non-essentials and underfunding the areas that matter most. Financial coach Dave Ramsey frequently underscores the importance of budgeting, stating, "A budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went." This proactive approach to money management allows you to take control of your finances rather than letting your finances control you. Take, for example, the story of Alex and Jamie, a couple who were constantly stressed about money. Despite having decent incomes, they always seemed to be short on cash by the end of the month. After attending a financial planning workshop, they realized they had no budget and were spending impulsively. They started using a simple budgeting tool to track their expenses and allocate money toward their priorities, like paying off debt and saving for a home. Within a year, their financial situation improved dramatically, and they were able to achieve their savings goals. Budgeting doesn't have to be complicated. It's about making a plan for your money and sticking to it. By doing so, you gain clarity, reduce financial stress, and set yourself on a path to achieving your financial goals. Number 5. Flaunting wealth. Flaunting wealth can have unintended consequences, from straining relationships to attracting unwanted attention. While it's natural to want to celebrate your financial successes, there's a fine line between sharing your joy and appearing boastful. Public displays of wealth can alienate friends and family, lead to envy, and even make you a target for scams or theft. Financial expert and author Thomas J. Stanley, known for The Millionaire Next Door, often highlighted that true wealth is not about outward appearances, but about financial security and freedom. He noted, "Wealth is what you accumulate, not what you spend." This means that real financial success is measured by the assets you build, not the image you project. Consider the case of Brian, a young entrepreneur who came into a substantial amount of money after selling his startup. He began flaunting his newfound wealth by buying expensive cars, designer clothes, and hosting lavish parties. While it initially garnered attention and admiration, it eventually led to strained relationships and financial stress as he struggled to maintain the image he had created. Over time, Brian realized that his excessive spending was not sustainable and shifted his focus to investing and building long-term wealth. Being discreet about your financial success allows you to maintain genuine relationships and personal safety. It's more rewarding to be known for your character and deeds rather than your material possessions. By focusing on building wealth rather than flaunting it, you set yourself up for long-term financial stability and peace of mind. Number 6. Ignoring debt. Ignoring debt is a dangerous financial mistake that can quickly snowball into a much larger problem. When left unattended, debt accrues interest and fees, making it more challenging to pay off over time. The longer you ignore it, the more overwhelming it becomes, eventually leading to financial strain and damage to your credit score. Financial expert and author Robert Kiyosaki, known for Rich Dad, Poor Dad, emphasizes the importance of managing debt wisely. He says, "It's not about how much money you make, but how much money you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for." This underscores the importance of managing debt effectively to ensure that your money is working for you rather than against you. A real-life example is the story of Mike, who accumulated significant credit card debt during his college years. After graduation, he chose to ignore the mounting balances, thinking he could address them later when he was more financially stable. However, the interest continued to accrue and his credit score suffered. When he finally decided to tackle the debt, it took years of disciplined payments to get back on track. To avoid the consequences of ignoring debt, create a plan to pay it off as soon as possible. Prioritize high-interest debt, make consistent payments, and avoid taking on new debt whenever possible. By addressing your debt proactively, you can reduce financial stress, improve your credit score, and set yourself on a path to financial freedom. Number 7. Avoiding investments. Avoiding investments is a missed opportunity to grow your wealth and secure your financial future. While saving money is essential, investing allows your money to work for you, potentially providing returns that outpace inflation and build long-term wealth. By avoiding investments, you risk the erosion of your savings' purchasing power over time. Warren Buffett, one of the world's most successful investors, advises, "The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient." This highlights the importance of a long-term, patient approach to investing. Even small, consistent investments can grow significantly over time due to the power of compounding. Consider the story of Emma, who was hesitant to invest because she was afraid of losing money. Instead, she kept all her savings in a low-interest savings account. Over time, inflation eroded the purchasing power of her money, and she missed out on the significant growth she could have achieved through even conservative investments. After learning more about investing, Emma started putting a portion of her savings into a diversified portfolio of stocks and bonds. Over the years, her investments grew, providing her with financial security and the ability to pursue her dreams. Investing is not without risks, but the risks of not investing, like missing out on potential growth and allowing inflation to erode your savings, can be even greater. By educating yourself and making informed investment decisions, you can build wealth and secure a brighter financial future. Number 8. Neglecting health and insurance. Neglecting health and insurance can have serious long-term financial and personal consequences. Good health is your most valuable asset, and without it, all the money in the world won't matter. Similarly, lacking proper insurance coverage can leave you vulnerable to significant financial losses in the event of illness, injury, or other unexpected life events. The legendary investor Warren Buffett has often emphasized the importance of good health, noting, "You only get one body and one mind, and it's got to last you a lifetime." This highlights the importance of taking care of your health as part of your overall financial strategy. A real-life example is the story of John, who was a successful entrepreneur but neglected his health due to his busy schedule. He rarely exercised, ate poorly, and skipped regular medical checkups. John suffered a major health crisis that not only drained his savings, but also put his business at risk. Had he prioritized his health earlier, he could have avoided much of the financial and personal stress he faced. Similarly, consider Jane, who chose not to purchase health insurance because she was young and healthy. When she was unexpectedly diagnosed with a serious illness, the medical bills were overwhelming, leading her into significant debt. If she had secured adequate insurance, much of the financial burden could have been alleviated. Investing in your health through regular exercise, a balanced diet, and preventive care is crucial for maintaining your financial well-being. Additionally, ensuring you have the right insurance coverage, health, life, disability, and property, acts as a safety net, protecting you from unexpected financial setbacks. By taking proactive steps in these areas, You safeguard not just your finances, but your overall quality of life.